Hello everyone, Playghost here, and today I'm going to be showing you what I think is the greatest comeback I've ever had in a game of Pokemon Unite. And I know it's been a while since I've uploaded, so yeah, it's just been a very stressful couple of months, so let's go dive right into this video here. This is our team lineup for anyone who didn't see it previously. Pause right here if you want to look. Alright, we're getting into the game. Alright, so I think the main MVPs of this game was definitely me and the Comfey. Now, I had a little lag out here during the thing. Like, the game just kind of lagged out on me. And so, like, yeah, I was, like, waiting here. I've never actually played Dodrio much. I don't play him much. I'm really not great at Dodrio. I told Venusaur to please get out of the middle area. And he definitely complied. Thank God. Yeah, I don't play a lot of Dodrio. So the set we're running is we're running the claw thing, the Razor Claw set with stack and Excel Bracer. So we are going to get an insane attack stat. As you can see, we are getting currently dunked on though. I mean, they're already a Scizor because Dodrio is just pretty slow to level. I'm gonna start here, and I missed my first drill pack. Oh no. And then I panicked and grabbed a berry. Was probably one of the biggest falls there. Then I got my first kill. So I got my first Excel Bracer stack. And then I got my first attack weight stat. And basically, if y'all don't know, the Excel Bracer is like a much stronger attack weight. But it actually requires a little bit more skill. Unfortunately, Comfey died there. But I tried to chase the Scizor down, realized that it's not worth it. And then I tried to see what's going on, and then realized that I couldn't score. I tried stacking here. Yeah, this is another part where we, like, got tanked down. Mimikyu's over here trying to defend, but they have Scizor, and who just managed to get another stack in. Now, this Scizor is about to get bodied, like, in the Rayquaza fight, this Scizor gets bodied, like, hard. Like, everyone targets him. Alright, so I'm going back into the center area here. I'm trying to get more EXP because I know Dodrio is not great without their second move. Like, they're okay with just Drill Peck alone, but, like, it's really Hop Kick that really makes this set work and really saves my life a lot. I do die a lot in this fight, though, or in this battle, in this game here. But I got my second Excel Bracer stack, which is amazing. Because it means we're just hitting really hard. By this time, though, I think I have 2 stacks or something like that. I'm trying to tell Comfey to go over here, or Mimikyu to go over here and collect the stuff, but they didn't want to. And then I see a free kill in form of Cramorat. And so Cramorat dies, and I'm trying to get away from Scizor here, who actually does not know where I went until I make this move. Luckily, he missed his bullet punch entirely. Or didn't even use it, so I was able to get away. And now we have hit a really, now we've hit so much damage here. I die again, sadly, and so does Comfey, because for those who don't play this game too often, if you're playing Comfey and your host dies, you're most likely going with. That's like the double-edged sword kind of thing. I'm trying to get. And then I just kind of drag these people along here, and oh my god. And I missed my first Unite move, because that's sad. And then Greninja gets away. And because Cramorat was grinding the thing, he gets the first thing. But, hey, hold on now, we do end up winning this battle. This is one of the greatest comebacks. I'm starting to get... This is by the point where I'm starting to, like, get used to Dodrio. Like, and I put the goals on at one point, hoping, like the Mimikyu who's about to have 40 point scores. And I get, sadly I don't get an Excel Bracer stack there, but I have such a massacre. And unfortunately Machamp scored there, so like, damn, rude. And there, I don't even know, like, it's just a massacre with Mimikyu and Dodrio. Oh, and then I couldn't get my full meter up, so I kind of had to ran. And then I was able to trap kill Greninja thought I could do the same with Ninetales, so I experimented. And what do you know? Ninetales is dead. And what do you know? I'm about to die. So I'm trying my best here to get away from this, because, oh my god, this is, like, painful. And I'm pretty sure I die here. Suicune really just used his Unite move on a level 7 Machoke. I got the Machoke, but I think I died to Suicune. Nope, maybe not. Okay, I think that Suicune was just more baffled at what I tried doing there. I don't know, then probably just die right here. I got the Suicune kill, though. Through a lot of grinding. This Crabat's actually pretty good. They know how to hop between walls and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure, like, I die like right here. Yeah. Like, I get jumped. I get bodied over here. And now they're going to score the goals. And unfortunately, everyone is on cooldown except for Mimikyu, who luckily is able to hop here before Crabat gets this really important score off. This Mimikyu definitely has patience as well. They waited for Crabat to hop there. So this Crabat was really good player. They know how to hop between walls and stuff like that. I go Unite move, chase the Crabat down, who has a lot of points now and a lot of EXP. Take out the Greninja, and now I'm at max Excel Bracer things here. And now this is where we start coming back as a team. Now, while my teammates over here grinded over this, I eject button panicked there because I didn't know Mimikyu was coming there, and I was like, I don't want to die to a Reggie. They got the Reggie lucky, but this is like where we start winning. Greninja wastes his Unite move. I don't think he gets it back at all. Or if he does get it back, he gets it like way too late. Venusaur just decides whatever, Unite the Greninja, that's fine. We go back over here, trying to stop this attack here, or at least impede it. And unfortunately, we're too late, and I took the wrong path, because I assumed they would be pursuing forward, because these guys seem really aggressive. But no, Suicune decided to retreat, and we just decided that we need level 13 to get the extra stun on Hop Kick. Oh my god, we were so close. And then we realized that Bottom's Kick attacked, and like, oh my god, what's going on? So I call out to, like, head down here, defend the goal zone, but I think he's doing fine. I think he's doing a fine job. Unfortunately, this is where we started adapting to Crabat hopping between walls, because we knew he was going to hop between a wall, and I was like, yeah, I have a move that does that too, so, you know, I'm just going to follow you. Greninja's over here. They don't even know what to do. That Greninja got bodied. Now, Mimikyu also got bodied, but then Dodrio just comes in. Yep, that's me, the Dodrio. So, and now we have 200 points. And it's like, oh goodness. And then we call the retreat. I call the retreat immediately upon seeing Crabat there. And I'm like, oh wow, they wasted their Unite move. And then I get my Unite move, like, right here. And I'm circling this bush here. And now I go take out the Ninetales first. That's my first target. I see Suicune over there, but I also see Scizor and the others. And they get triple united to death. And then Suicune goes down, and I see Greninja trying to sneak over here, so I chase him down. He goes for a Unite move on me, probably. No, he just gets bodied, okay. And yeah, now we just take out Rayquaza. Yeah, okay, now this is a little stressful here, because the problem is Scizor is kind of a threat, and I also jumped to the wrong goal zone. Then I realized that I was jumping to the right goal zone. I just jumped at the wrong time. And then I just decided to score all the goal there. Comfey then realizes that they didn't get any score whatsoever, and Greninja unfortunately breaks his shield, but also at the same time they forfeited. They got decimated. Like, wow. That was the quickest reversal I think has ever been in Pokemon Unite. That went from like being bad at 8 minutes to being one of the best reversals ever. Because everyone arrived in the team fight. That's actually what that was. I think the best part of it was everyone arrived in the team fight for once. Like you'll have like these almost reversals where like some people will arrive and like nobody will come with a unite move or something like that. No, no, no. Everyone came with a unite move this time. It was surprising. And that concludes the thing. Now, there is a couple things that like there is some things that like do need explaining, like why it's important to like bring your unite move to the final fight and stuff like that. Like it's just it's a free shield, that's great, helps you in team fights, helps you stay alive. B, it's like a really strong attack. And a lot of unite moves have like huge stuns to them. I think what happened is that Cormorant kind of threw there, because Cormorant, like, they wasted their unite move right at the 2-minute mark, and it kind of just messed with them. It messed up the whole game. And, like, they opponents, we were already at the Rayquaza, ready to defend Rayquaza. A critical part about the team fight is whoever gets there first. You don't want to start the fight before Rayquaza. You want to start the Rayquaza fight as Rayquaza's happening, or a little bit after he spawns in. But you want to be sure that you're the first person positioned there, and that you are ambushing them. You want to make sure you bring your Unite move to that fight. You want to make sure your whole team is there. If your whole team is in that fight, you're probably gonna win. Because if they come in like they did, where your opponents come in like one by one, then that's a huge problem, because then they all just die. Like, they'll all just die one by one. Even if it's just nothing but people auto-attacking them, they just kind of can't live it. Like, nothing's gonna live the whole team auto-attacking them. And let alone, like, any sort of Unite moves or something that happens, or, in this case, the Drill Peck one-shotting Ninetales. Like, especially if you roll in, like, on your own with, like, an attacker, and you can't even, like, you aren't ambushing or anything, like. And the other important thing is that, for the team that's trying to get Rayquaza, you don't want to technically, like, if you're trying to get Rayquaza, don't rush him down immediately. We did that a little bit, but, like, don't rush Rayquaza down. Like, it's really easy for Rayquaza to get stolen. Like, if your opposing team has, like, per se, like, a Venusaur and a Decidueye, then they can just kind of, like, cross-snipe it. Like, they both have very long-ranged Unite moves, very long-ranged movesets and stuff like that. That just kind of make it really easy for them to steal your Rayquaza. And if they both try to do it at the same time, it's almost a guarantee they're getting it. Plus, they'll be in a much better position because they can be lined up, like, right close to your goal zones and try to steal the things. And therefore, now you basically can't even stop them. Like, the last thing you can do is, like, try to stop them before they reach your goal zones, which, unfortunately, because the opposing team was kind of decimated by the time, they just were all dead by the time that we got Rayquaza, they didn't have much that they were able to do. Like, especially not with the Dodrio running around and, like, crossing their flux zone without a problem, or, per se, like, the other Pokemon going immediately to score those 100 points off at those first goals that they couldn't break before. And so on and so forth. Like, yeah, and another thing you'll notice is that, a lot of Pokemon Unite fights, you'll see people, like, trying to take the opposing side's berries. You want to take your opponent's berries. You want to take, like, all the berries away. If your opponents have, like, berries on their goal zones, berries on their, one of the better strats to do, if you're, like, a speedster or something, and you know you can get out of there, and you know you can do it, is to take your opponent's berries. Because what that does is, if you could, like, force the, like, even if you're not even in the Rayquaza fight, like, in the Rayquaza fight, you want to take those speed berries. You want to take them away from your opponent. You want to make sure your opponent cannot move and is slower than they should be. You want to make sure your opponent, like, can't evade your stuff and, like, you know, everyone tries to, like, flick their moves at him instead of aiming, and then, you know, like, you want to prevent your opponents from doing much. Scizor was a pretty big threat because now, I am glad that, Machamp kind of did just kind of push him into Drill Peck, which then combos nicely into Unite move. Because Dodrio has, like, one of the coolest combos, because, like, if you land it, like, you're amazing. Like, you sit there, you hop kick them to stun them, then you turn around, drill peck into them, and then you Unite move into them, and then you use your boosted attack on them. And it's, like, a really high damage combo that's almost a guaranteed one-shot on anything that's, like, not Tyranitar thick or something like that. Like, especially if you're, like, over-leveled in comparison to them. Like, you're level 14 and they're, per se, like, 13 or 12. They're not going to have as much defense, because those are, like, the important levels. Like, the other levels are important for, like, moves and evolutions and stuff like that, which are huge stat increases and stuff. But if you're, like, per se, level 14, you're automatically going to have, like, probably a higher defense stat, regardless of whether or not you're a speedster or attacker, unless you're probably going up against, like, a defender or something. And even then, you're still going to have amazing stats in comparison to them, because you're just going to have naturally higher stats. And it's a lot easier to win fights with naturally higher stats. That's why you want to, like, especially if there's another strategy where you send either your speedster or your defender or your supporter. You spin, like, a Dodrio or a Squovet or a Sableye or whoever can just get to the opposing goal zone faster. You send those things into the opposing goal zone, and that's basically just how you win. Like, that's how you win the early game. Like, you sit there and you distract your opponents while taking their jungler's resources. And if their jungler doesn't arrive there, then you're probably just going to win, because their jungler is most likely AFK or trying to triple lane, but they didn't take their resources because, you know, they're not there. Because it takes most junglers at least a minute to at least, like, 30 seconds to collect their resources, or more, like 45 seconds to collect resources. So the junglers are usually in play much later into the early game. And so I think that's just, like, those are the things that we, like, played poorly at the beginning and then great at the end. Like, I wasn't in there for a whole minute because I also had a big, like, lag out and stuff like that. And then, like, we were all disorganized. Like, everyone was just going one by one instead of just going for, you know, what they, like, going all at once. Because it's a lot easier to win a 2v1 in Pokemon Unite. Unironically, it's just a lot easier to win a 2v1 than it is just to win a 1v1. Anyways, that will be all for this video, and I will hopefully not make the other videos just as long as this one. I just had to explain, like, there's a lot of people who will sit there, like, they may skip over, like, the big YouTubers and stuff like that, but they're like new players and stuff like that, so they want to find, like, new YouTubers and stuff. Or there's just a lot of players who may just not understand the whole setup of here, and I don't expect any of those players to come here, but if they do, then I hope that they find this video specifically. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button, and I don't need the subscribers, but that would be nice. Thank you, bye.